All right, welcome to We Like Dota League Season 3. I hope this turns out okay. I'm not sure if my computer can handle everything I'm trying to do with it right now. What we have is
10 seconds to
Troll
go.
City versus Saints and Sinners as what's taking
Five
place right
seconds.
now. Saints and Sinners were engaged in last year's We Like Dota League in Season 2. I should know, I was
Reserve
on that.
time.
And then Troll City actually showed up, oddly enough, as Sins in this
Radiance
past
band.
We Like Dota League Season 2.5. So we've got the Saints and Sinners, and we've got the former Sins. So I'm not
Dire
exactly
band.
sure what to do with that. First couple bands coming out. OD seems to be getting a lot of play in the pro meta right now. And I can also attest that their mid player, Saints and Sinners mid player, has been playing a decent amount of OD
10
lately, so I'm
seconds
not
to
too
go.
surprised by that. Drow band coming out on the other side, just want to kind of nix out any
Five
Drow
seconds.
strats right from the outset. I don't know how much these teams have really scouted each other out
Radiance band.
versus just, excuse me, just kind of going with meta picks. I'm not sure about that, but we'll see. We'll see how this all plays out. MMR ranges are in the three-ish range. Both of these
Dire's
teams.
pick.
Average MMR is in the high threes, so not quite 4K. I know Saints and Sinners have a 4K player, but also a 2K player. Troll City, I think they're all in the 3 range. I'd have to look up. I should have looked that up. I didn't
10
know I was going to be
seconds to
doing this
go.
cast, so we'll just kind of roll with it.
5 seconds.
My name is Elihu, and I'm I think I'm running this show. I'm not
Reserve
sure. I'm
time.
kind of questioning it sometimes. Anyway, check in my
Omni Knight.
Omni Knight first pick.
Radiance pick.
Whoa, we're just going way out there. So you gotta assume that Saints and Sinners are gonna pick up some diffusal carriers. Um,
Timbersaw!
Timbersaw, okay, they're
Radiance
just gonna go
pick.
first pick Timber. That's just a first pick Omni Knight's just not what I expect, but that's a lot of fun. It should be a fun match. We'll see how Saints and Sinners respond to that. We're also going to see how Troll
10
City
seconds to
build
go.
around this Omni Knight. I mean, that's usually something you could
Dire's pick.
stick much later and probably not going to get banned unless teams see you playing it a lot or it's just utterly obvious. But Troll City respond with a Viper pick, pretty much a lane winner, lane dominator, and
10
even
seconds
if
to
you're
go.
not going to really dominate the lane, you
5 seconds.
probably don't have a lot of opportunity to die very much. Viper generally just does very, very well
Reserve time.
in the mid lane. Due to the corrosive skin, you don't want to hit him because then you take damage, you get slowed. The Nether Toxin, just really a pain to deal with. Gets some levels up, and he is quite a bear. So Viper likely going to the mid lane. Timbersaw really can be played in the safe lane or the off lane. He can be played mid as well, though. Given the Viper pickup, I seriously doubt that's going to be the case. Still looking to see what Troll City pair with this Omni Knight. I'm not sure if they were expecting this response or if they're really just kind of figuring out, all right, what do we do now? How do we build around it? Because when you pick an Omni Knight, it's my assumption that you're going to have an idea of what you're going to pair with it, but that's just my assumption. I find that PA ban in the first phase kind of curious. Maybe they just don't want to play against it. PA's been played in a lot of position.
Necrophos.
Radiance
Necrophos.
band.
Okay, so Troll City is coming out with two heroes who are not very commonly used. Neither of them, I mean, Necrophos can be
10 seconds to
a kind of a
go.
pain in the lane. However, since the change happened on his Heartstopper aura, he's not
5 seconds.
quite as strong in lane, at least I don't think. I am a measly 2K player, so I could be wrong.
Reserve
That has happened
time.
many, many, many times before, and it's going to happen many times again. Alright, gonna ban out the Huskar, just make sure that
Dire's
that's not
band.
what you're gonna get these heals with. And, yeah, I'm very curious to see what Troll City have in store here. trying to repel somebody? Are they looking to
10 seconds
just
to
kind of do a
go.
4 protect 1 around a Medusa
5
or
seconds.
an Ursa? Just very curious, I find. And then the question also is going to be, is
Radiance
Necrophos,
banned.
is he a support Necrophos or is he a core Necrophos? Because you really can play him both ways. I don't think he's a particularly strong support. He's also in a very weird place as a core. Now, he does have the opportunity just to delete a hero from the
10
game,
seconds to go.
at least for extra time. Now, if you do it on
Dyer's
somebody like a
banned.
Timbersaw after the Bloodstone, you don't get quite as much benefit, at least I think. I'm pretty sure that that adds time to the Bloodstone respawn. However, I don't really know that interaction, but that would be my assumption how that would work. Some other
10
bands
seconds to
banning
go.
mids: Invoker, Huskar, Tinker. They just really
5
trying to
seconds.
make a good time, especially with the OD ban. It's going to be interesting to see what Troll City finally do put mid.
Radiance pick.
Banning the AA and the Slark, so they're assuming that this is certainly an offlane Timbersaw, and again, that could go either way. But I'm just not sure what their objective is here. I'm trying to piece together what their game plan is. Right
10
now on
seconds to go.
Saints and Sinners, you just got a lot of tankiness. Not well, you've
5
got some
seconds.
mobility with the Timbersaw. Jakiro
Dyer's
coming out,
pick.
tower pusher, good support in the lane. Drubin, I've seen him play this Jakiro, and I enjoy his Jakiro quite a bit. So, gonna add some good team fight to that, some damage over time. Thing is, with
10
the
seconds
repel,
to
that
go.
doesn't really do anything because he is all magic damage.
5 seconds.
So we'll see how, again, this kind of all comes together.
Sven stands ready.
Okay, so there's their
Radiant's
Sven. If they
pick.
want to build around that, they've got heals, they've got magic immunity. There's still not a single diffusal blade carrier on the side of Saints and Sinners. I would think like a PL.
10 seconds to go.
Possibly you'd go with Juggernaut. Juggernaut's a good diffusal carrier.
5 seconds.
Riki is a possibility, though I have a feeling they're probably not going to go with a
Reserve
4-position Riki. Just very curious how these drafts are shaping out. We don't see a lot of Jakiro, we don't see a lot of Omni Knight, don't see a lot of Necrophos. So if you were looking for some unique picks, you got them here in this sub 5K draft that's happening. So curious how this is going to build with Troll City. I don't know if they have a plan in mind or they're making it up as they go. Just very curious about that. So Saints and Sinners still need a support.
Reserve time.
Axe.
Okay, there's likely their offlaner. Of
Dyer's
course, you
pick.
can send Axe to the jungle, and he can do a lot of work, and you can put somebody else in the off lane. So I'm guessing that this is going to be a
10
a
seconds
Night
to
Shadow
go.
Axe in the off lane. That is my guess.
5 seconds.
And therefore a Timbersaw in the safe lane. They have damage.
Behold the horn of Magnus.
They do
Radiant's
not
banned.
have a lot of right click aside from the Viper. So the question is, are they going to come out with a lot of physical damage beyond this? Now we've seen. I've been
10
impressed
seconds to go.
seeing how Axe can go late. However, he doesn't match up to a Sven, and
5
also you've
seconds.
got now a couple things that go through BKB. You've got the Necro ult. You don't have a defensive support on the side of
Reserve
Saints and
time.
Sinners. There's a Magnus, which I'm going to presume is going to be a mid Magnus. He could be an offlane Magnus. That could go either way. It's just very interesting drafts coming out here. I'm trying to grab now. The banning the Sand King.
Dyer's ban.
The Sand King is getting a very strong offlaner right now with his Caustic Finale. And I'm thinking Troll City still need a...
10
It's
seconds
difficult
to
because
go.
Magnus could go mid or off.
5 seconds.
I'm just not sure. Mobility, aside from the Magnus,
Dyer's
is a
pick.
little bit of an issue. I'm not sure what they're going to get to bring this all together. They're going to get like a Quap from Magic Burst or Pure Damage. Even the Jakiro has some decent tankiness on that side, so I'm not
10
sure
seconds to go.
who you'd go on
5
to
seconds.
guarantee like a Necro alt that really knocks somebody out.
Reserve time.
Axe Call does go through BKB. Makes me wonder if they're going to try to just deal with the Omni Knight Repel by getting more than one thing that goes through BKB. Bane would be a decent option. You could get the Shadow Demon. I know that I have seen I Hate You play Shadow Demon. Plays it pretty well. Yeah, just not sure right now. But you're probably going to want to get something to deal with. Deal with the repel. I doubt you can just ignore it. Okay, Puck. That's how they're
Radiant's
going to
pick.
get their control. You've got some Magic Burst in the Puck. You've got the Dream Coil into RP, and then Sven Stun. And then you can even get a Heal Bomb on top of that. Okay, so they've got some decent team fight. Got some good right click, early
10
game
seconds to go.
damage. Got some stuff through BKB. Still just an interesting
5 seconds.
lineup given their supports. Also, they could switch the Magnus and the Puck. Either of them could be mid or off lane.
Reserve time.
Though I'm willing to bet that Puck is going to be your mid laner and Magnus is going to be your off laner. And now we have the question from Saints and Sinners. How are they going to play this out? 45 seconds to decide. They've seen the Puck. They got last pick. For the record, the Dire Troll City won the toss, so they selected first pick. Saints and Sinners selected the Radiant side, and so the Saints and Sinners get the last pick in this situation. Mirana. Okay, so again, I'm guessing this is going to be a position for Mirana, but that's not necessarily the case.
Looks like we
It
lost
could
one.
even be in the off lane. I Hate You could play that in the off lane, and Night Shadow could go to the jungle. Interesting lineups with a lot of flexibility and even give us questions coming into this. I heard that somebody disconnected. Decane looks like he has disconnected, but we even received a warning that sometimes when one of their players begins to load in, he just disconnects, and that's kind of a common thing. So a pause at the outset. Decane has reconnected. For the record, I just want to... Are y'all going to see the Troll movie? I just want to I want to thank Troll City. This is a situation. These guys are in the UK, and given that it is what, midnight here, it is almost 1 o'clock. So it is not quite 6 o'clock there. These guys got up early to play in this game. So guys, huge props to you. Thank you so much for your willingness to be flexible and just figure out a time that works. Thanks so much for... Still sleepy, see? Excuses locked in. Sleepy PC. Yep, these guys are up early to play in the WeLikeDota League. Oh, I need to... whoops, sorry about that. I just realized this. Draft overlay. There we go. Alright, so you didn't really miss anything. But, yeah. Thank you guys so much. It's very cool. Okay, everybody's ready. Everybody's reconnected. Everybody's got the coffee. And we've got Andy on the Magnus, Chris on the Puck, Decane on the Necrophos, Rebellious Angel on the Omni Knight, and who am I missing? Did I get everybody? Sven. Alec Falcon on the Sven, with the courier from this year's International. We've got Night Shadow on the Axe. He's got a Ring of Protection, so I'm going to guess he's going to go to lane instead of Iron Talon jungling. We've got I Hate You on the Mirana, so that will be probably a roaming Mirana. Ben Greg on the mid lane, Dirty Viper. Lands on the Timbersaw, one of his most played, if not his most played hero. Actually, I think it is his most played. And Drubin, my hero, my idol, the guy that I see almost every single day. Drubin on the Jakiro.
30 seconds to
Yeah,
go.
here we go. I'm going to issue a good luck, have fun. Alright, and for the record, I'm a terrible caster, a terrible cameraman. Deal with it. It's what we have. So here we go. Looks like we have a skirmish at the top rune. We're going to have Ben Greg shooting out, but they're going to quickly back up. Maybe they're going to back off? No? Okay, there's a blast on Night Shadow, but he's going to spin. He's going to get away. The Ice Path comes down. Chris is getting kind of low, and Chris might be your first... Oh, he gets the kill by getting Chris, the immediate response kill on Axe. And is Ben Greg going to make it out? Rebellious Angels trying to get a heal bomb in there, and they take him down as well. So it ends up a 3 for 2. A lot of activity, a lot of action. Night Shadow immediately is even back to the lane, just trying to get some XP, get some creeps. But Ben Greg is going to be in, and he's going to rotate up. Looks like there's going to be a Magnus versus Timbersaw off lane. And so this should be interesting. With the Shockwave, I figure that that Magnus is going to get his farm, and Timbersaw is going to get his farm. Probably going to be just how it goes. Then that means we've got an aggressive tri-lane up top here. I Hate You on the Mirana is just harassing Sven quite a bit. Night Shadow's just going to say, I'm going to farm your own jungle. Rebellious Angel's going to come up. He's probably going to heal himself, but what's going to happen here? Night Shadow's like, I just don't even care. Are we going to stun? There's a stun. There's an arrow back in the back. Drubin with a really nice Ice Path, but is Night Shadow going to fall from that? They're trying to body block. Body blocks are coming out from the Mirana. Doing very well, and I think Night Shadow's going to be able to walk this off. He's going to salve up, and we are back into farming mode. Well done. A lot of activity there, but no kills. And it's going on. Necrophos is now rotated down to the bottom lane, so that's going to make this harder for lands on his Timbersaw. But let's go ahead and let's bring up the last hits. Let's get here in the mid. Last hits denies. Viper is ahead of Puck here in this mid lane. Kind of expect that just with the damage at the initial output. Okay, looks like up top Sven is getting 3. He's only got 3 last hits. He's having a difficult time against this tri-lane. Axe even has 3 last hits. They're running the same. Timbersaw has 4. Magnus has 9 down in the offlane. So Magnus is pulling ahead of the Timbersaw. The Axe is just back to the jungle. He's saying, I'm going to farm your jungle, and there's not a lot you can do about it.
Stop it, we say.
But they are trying to build this Mirana into a core, but instead of sending Axe to his own jungle, he's now cutting the lane, cutting the creep wave, and he's going to do what he can to get several last hits. So he and Magnus, actually, the offlaners, I would say the position 3s are actually leading the way in terms of CS. But then, Necrophos is going to TP out, and he's going to come up top, and he's going to try to make something happen on this Axe. There's a stun, and there he goes. That's 2 deaths for the Axe, so that's a difficult way to go. Necrophos gets the last hit, so at least it doesn't go to the Sven. But a little income boost there for Necro. Having a little bit of a difficult time, perhaps don't expect quite the level of damage coming out. Maybe getting a little bit too low before going in. Trying to build up those Tranquil Boots. But again, he's just spending his time in the jungle. It's not a stack. Okay, so now we've got a sort of a try versus try, but Axe is in the jungle. He can rotate over. Down here in the bottom, again, 17-1 on the Magnus versus 11-1 on the Timber Saw. Things are going okay there. Viper's going to grab a regeneration rune, or he's going to protect it, maybe. Nope, he's going to grab it. He's got the bottle, he's going to grab it. Puck is going to come down here and grab the bounty rune. In the mid lane, things are pretty well evened up, 12-4 to 11-5. But up at the top is where all the action is. And now we've got basically a 3-on-2. It's not an Axe lane anymore, but Drubin is getting gone on, and he might go down. He gets the ice path out, but that's enough there. Decane is on a killing spree. That's a double kill for him. He gets the heal up. I hate you. Might need to leap away. He does have it, but he's just going to salve up. He's going to get his farm. I understand what they're doing with this axe in trying to, you know, basically make a fourth lane and have 4 cores with Jakiro as the hard 5. Just right now, it's ended up with Axe dying, what, twice? 3 times? Axe has died twice. Jakiro's died once. You know, your support's gonna die. That's sometimes gonna happen. Gonna get gone on. Things are gonna go that way. But they are really betting that this quad core, so to speak, can work. Okay, are they going to be able to do something on this axe? There's the ice path. They're going to be able to get an arrow on him. Following, there's a heal bomb. Following him down. Oh, leaps in aggressively. Going to shoot another arrow. Okay. Another ice path comes out. And everybody's going to back away. They were not able to connect their skills there, and they're just protecting the Sven, and away they go. Looking at ward vision, up at the top, they've got 1 on the top rune, but that's about ready to expire. But Dire have a lot of very good vision over here about what is happening. They've got 1 in lane, they've got 1 over here, so they see any TP rotations. Everything is going well there. Down here at the bottom, everything is what it is. Going to the last hits. You get about an 8 CS lead, but looks like Viper is pulled ahead again in the mid lane. So Ben Greg is doing well there. Got a Puck rotating top with level 6, I believe. Yep, level 6. And that's called out, and they say, we are getting back. We do not want anything to do with that. So Viper's going to get some solo time in the mid lane. Down at the bottom, Lance is... Well, he's got only 1 point in the reactive armor.
Having technical difficulties.
Shadow goes back to... He's got his tranquils now. He's got 400 gold. Still got a ways to go. Ben Greg working on Chris in the mid lane. Oop, there comes the Viper strike. He's going to be able to get him. Working around. It's like, I'm going... Oh, and he gets him. Is he going to... Oh, don't pop it. Oh, Ben! Ben, you had it. You didn't have to walk away. But to your death, he still gets the XP for the kill. And oh, looks like I missed a kill on Timbersaw. He really should have gone back to base. He was very low, but he thought he could perhaps regen up with reactive armor or something, but that did not go as expected. 500 gold on Night Shadow, working towards that Blink Dagger. Down at the bottom, Andy has 1,400 gold. And Arcane's Boots. This Magnus is really getting massive. This is going to have a relatively early Blink Dagger. It's going to cause a problem, because right now Saints and Sinners don't really have a way to react. This Magnus, their primary initiator, can do quite a bit. So we got the Knights who say knee. Okay, there's an Ice Path. Oh, got a weird dynamic here. Looks like everybody's coming in. Ben Greg is going on Necrophos in the back. Over here on this side, Jakiro gets silenced up, but frankly, he doesn't care. He just walks away. There's the Puck ulti coming out. Jakiro's going to go down to the Sven. Viper gets a double kill on the back lines. And Mirana also goes down on the back lines. Ben Greg is going to rotate out. But this Axe, because of his couple deaths, is behind and not really able to contribute, probably in the way he would prefer. This Puck, it looks like it's, yeah, going for Tread's Veil, maybe? The Belt of Strength. I guess he's going
Radiant's
treads.
top tower's taking hits.
I don't play puck, so I don't know if that's the common build or not. But this... Oh, is he just going to walk straight? Yes, he is. Oh, you could have stacked that a little bit more. That was like a full duration stun. They get the carry, but his axe going to go down again. Nope. Here comes Timbersaw up to the top. Ben Gregg is pressuring the mid lane. He might... Nope, that's plenty healthy. But what? Look over here. The two cores are making a big headway. This Magnus is going to have his Blink Dagger very, very soon.
At Radiant's bottom tower. Dire's mid tower could use a
Cores
little help.
of Saints and Sinners just not able to keep up quite yet.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Omni Knight just has a Soul Ring, doesn't have any boots, nothing of that. Helm of the Dominator on Sven, and he has level 6 as well. We've already seen the Dream Coil a couple times. Stun comes, or I thought stun came out. I guess that was just the Whirling Death, because there was the stun afterwards. Night Shadow still working on this Blink Dagger, but has a long way to go. He's not even halfway there at this point. Andy is almost there. I'm telling you, this is going to be a big problem for Saints and Sinners.
Mid tower could use a little help.
I would think they would see this coming, but it's going to be 12-minute Blink Dagger and Arcane Boots. And I just don't know if they're going to be able to respond that well. Who did they take down? They took down the Omni Knight, and here comes another rotation. Just action doesn't stop up here. Axe goes down again. And Jakiro goes down this time. There's a Necrophos ult on Timbersaw. When did he get up here? Necrophos ult on Timbersaw, and he's down for 40 seconds. By the time he gets back up, Magnus is going to have his... Oh, he's already got his Blink Dagger. This is not looking good for Saints and Sinners. What's over the... let's look at the XP lead. XP lead is almost... No. Okay. Troll City is just ahead by 500 gold. Not as bad as I thought. But, yeah. I mean, I guess I gotta... And, you know, I know that Night Shadow is a 4K player. He knows what I don't, and I recognize that. But he's died, what, 3 times? And he keeps trying to farm their side of the map. I understand they're trying to put pressure, but right now I just wonder about how much this is actually working. They see that Rebellious Angel is farming. They had a nice long-duration stun. There's an Ice Path coming in. There's a heal on Rebellious Angel. Are they going to be able to get... Oh, there's a dunk. Okay, so... that's 187 gold for your position 5 support. That's not the end of the world. And now they're saying, you know what? I bet there's a ward there, but it just died.
Invisibility.
Okay, an Invis rune on this Necrophos. What's going to happen here? Timbersaw is finally back up. And I'm sure that they've pinged out... Oh! He's... Oh! He knows that there's a blink on Magnus now, if they did not ping it out before. Now they're rotating down. There is no vision of this happening. So what's going to take place here? Is Lance going to get caught? Because there is no vision of this rotation. He does not seem to see it. He's got Arcane Boots and a Soul Ring. Here comes the Puck ult, and there he's down for 50 seconds. Pretty brutal. This tri-lane, they're still pushing on that. Now, Axe has gotten a lot closer to his Blink Dagger. He's made up quite a bit of ground. But even with the Jakiro, this Tier 1 is still standing at 13 minutes. How is Puck coming on his Blink Dagger? He's got treads. He's got about 1,000. It's 2250, is it? Okay, so about 800 to go. That's how he's coming along. I Hate You is probably... He's going to go phase into Ags, is what it looks like. They just ran very greedy, and Night Shadow... I just wonder if there wouldn't have been a better opportunity to farm in his own jungle, and he would have been able to perhaps rotate... Just play safer up top. What do I know? I'm a 2K player. And all 5 are up here. If there's anything going to happen, it's going to be right up in this area. Ooh, there's a stun. They're just going to kind of let that go. Jakiro's still level 5. How are we doing on levels here? Hero level. Okay, so Omni Knight's level 4, Jakiro's level 5. There's your hard supports, or there are your supports going in. Another stun. Jakiro's coming out, and he's gonna pay for that. Oh, do they have detection? Oh, he makes it away. Well done. But there goes your first tower of the match. Axe finally does have his blink dagger. So are they going to try to reinitiate? Magnus RP is up. It was not used. The Dream Coil, I assume, is up. The Dream Coil is up. Everything is up. I don't know that if I were them, I would try to go into this. Necro, I'm not sure what that ult was going for. Here's a lot of activity. Viper goes on the Necro in the back. He gets him in the back. There's a heal bomb in the middle. Timbersaw comes in, but Repel goes onto Sven. They're protecting him, and then they're going to make it out. So you had your Axe, traded for your Necrophos, a 1-for-1. Given how many times Axe died, I don't know that there was a lot of difference. I didn't catch the 213. So Viper actually got more gold for killing the Necrophos than they did for killing the Axe. By about 100. Ooh, there's a nice little stack that they put together for this Sven. He's going Echo Saber. Makes sense. It's a good farming item, good fighting item. I think it's just, it has Sven written all over it. I missed the tier 1 going down. I apparently wasn't paying attention to that. Tier 1 going down. Where are we at? Does, he's going Veil. Oh, no, he must be saving for his blink. And he's about 200 away from that. So you're going to have double blink on the... Oh, they do have a ward up here. So at some point you got a ward down in that area, and so they see this rotation coming in. Looks like Jakiro, Ben came down here, Drew came down here trying to get his levels in. Here's the Magnus RP, and here's going to be a skewer back. Drew is just going to die from this. There it is. I was going to say, Necro ult was not there, otherwise that probably would have gone on top. He's just trying to get his level 6. Poor guy. Poor guy.
The Dire might want to mine the top tower.
So he and Omni still level 5.
That's 4.
Oh, just barely got that. Marana was in the trees. Seemed kind of ambitious, but I don't know what happened. I don't know what transpired there.
Young and leave a pure.
So Timbersaw died again. Is he going to be able to get...
That's 4.
Yes! He gets Necrophos. Now he's going to work on Puck, but he begins running away. It's like, alright, I'm just going to give you Purify, and there we go. Whoa! Look at this. Look at this nice stack over here. What's that? Probably a 4 stack of Ancients? Now, there's this ward right here, so I have to believe... Oh, it just got pinged out. Just got pinged out, so you have to believe that they know it's there. But Axe isn't moving that way. One would think that they would want to try to contest that. That is a lot of Ancients that have backed up there. Get back out, camera.
You know the drill.
Omni Knight still trying to get his level 5, level 6. Axe trying to get the last hit on this tower, and boom, there that goes. Magnus is going to go bottom. So now we've got 2 towers down on the side of the Dire, 1 tower down on the side of the Radiant. Blink is now available. Here goes a 5 stack. Alright, there's going to be a lot of contest around these Ancients. There just has to be. Okay. Here comes the Axe call. There's some AoE damage. There's the RP, but it's a little bit too little too late. Chris is coming in. Not sure who the Viper Strike went on. I think it was on Sven. Viper is still under Moonlight Shadow, is trying to get out. They're going in past the tier 1, and now Druben is going in. Like, alright, we are going to get this, and actually that ends up being a 4-for-1. I saw how Necro went down. Necro went down to Viper. Puck went down to the Timber Saw.
Dyer's bottom
Magnus went
tower
down early. I didn't see
begins.
I saw the
Dyer's
GA
bottom
come
tower's
out
getting the
from
business.
Omni, but I didn't see anything past that. I still don't know why they're not rotating to take this. I understand that the...
The Dyer best do something.
Well, I guess
about
because
that
Axe
bottom
went down.
tower.
Axe is their big ancient taker. So now he's probably going to try to go over there. And you have to imagine there's going to be a contest right in here for it. Yep. Oh. Look at this. And then there's Empower. He's got the Cleave. He's... What level is his Cleave? He's got level 4 Cleave. He's got Empower. And all of it's gone. But, oh, they missed the dunk! However, Timbersaw goes down. Axe gets a 3-man call. He ends up getting the Sven down. The Puck ult's doing some damage. Jakiro ends up going down. Magnus has no RP for another 17 seconds. I hate you. Is he going to be able to leap away? Not a very good leap. Looks like probably Magnus is going to get him. Ben Gregg is getting chased by 2 enemy heroes that, oh, what's it called? That degen aura. Just a pain, and now is Night Shadow going to be able to save him? Oh! He saves Ben Gregg, but he's probably going to lose his life in the process. Wow, that degen aura is just a pain to deal with, and there it was. But he did save his mid lane Viper, so well done in that regard. Are you going to be able to make it out, Seth? Are you going to be able to make it out? I hate you. They're going in past the tier 1, and he makes it out. So, yikes. A lot of activity. I still think they should have contested that ancient stack early, but it was what it was.
Radiant's bottom tower has seen better days.
A lot of talking from me. Alright, so you have to imagine that
Radiant's
Puck is
toughened
going to
up
go
their
for a Veil
structures.
next. What do
Trouble
you
brewing at
anticipate?
Radiant's bottom tower.
Oh wait, there's a Veil on... Oh, he's probably going to go with Dagon then. Let's say there's a Veil Necro. And Omni is just going to try to get his Arcane Boots. I anticipate... If he was going for Staff, why wouldn't
Radiant's
he be
bottom
buying
tower has
it
been
now?
disowned.
So he's not going Force Staff. Is he going Shivas? Oh, there's a 1-man RP. Try to stop him with... Oop, he makes it past... he does not die to the Necro ult. That is actually quite a big thing, because the extra time down would be 20 seconds at this juncture. Yep, 20 seconds right now. A lot of activity there in the mid. The Chakram going out. He's got his Bloodstone, 12 charges on that. I didn't see when he picked it up. Sven also has a blink, triple blink on the... Oh! Skewer right through. Are they gonna be able to do it with all the AoE? They've got a lot of it. There goes down the Omni Knight. I Hate You comes in. He's fighting, but he's gonna go down. Jakiro is gonna be next on it, and there it is, a 3-for-1. Just their position 5. Oh wait, we are not done fighting. Night Shadow decides that he is not done yet. He's gonna go in again.
Radiant's top
Lance
tower
tries
is
to
hurt.
draw him away. Is he going to be able to Temper Chain off? And Lance goes down for his efforts. There's just like non-stop fighting in this match. Now Ben Gregg is back. Now the big boy's back. The Viper fighting away, and goodbye Alec Falcon. Good job on the Viper. Nice transition in. He's ended up with a Dragon Lance. He's got a Yasha. Let's take a look at overall. Oh, looks like Troll City's got a 5,000 XP lead and a 1,500 net worth lead. That kind of escalated very quickly, but then again, you had that huge ancient stack, and we've had a lot of activity. What am I doing? I want to go over here. Let's see what items we have coming up. We've got a Vanguard on the axe. That is, I have not noticed that yet. 4 blinks. I didn't even see Necro picked up one. Yikes. Holy cow. We've got like 4 core lineups on both sides. That's how this is going. Looks like we're just gearing up for more. 8 Bloodstone charges on that Timber Saw. I hate he's trying to go for the Ags, but he's not getting the time to farm. And here we see a lot of... There's another RP, and this is going to be a skewer back, and this is probably going to be 2 dead Saints and Sinners. Yep. 2 dead Saints and Sinners, and Sven is probably... Nope, Sven is not even going to bother with this ninja stack. He's like, yeah, that's just a triple. I don't need that. I don't care. That was rather ambitious. I know that the warding mission was there initially, and the fight afterwards. So we've got 4 in the middle. Dream Coil was not used. RP was used, so that is still available. Moonlight Shadow is still available. They do not see this Necrophos. They're trying to drag Omni Knight in. They do get Omni Knight. They do get the kill there. Night Shadow ends up, and Ben Craig ends up again breaking the coil. Oh. And everybody backs off and resets. Okay. Whew. Sven has a commanding lead. Has over 50 CS more than the next. 57 CS more. This Axe has caught up nicely, I have to say that. Brad has really put in a lot of farming time and been able to catch up. Now has a Vanguard. Probably gonna, oh, has a Blade Mail as well. Probably going to transition into a Crimson Guard. I see that Puck just picked up a Eul's Scepter.
Dyer's
So
top
that'll add
tower's
some
getting beat
utility to the Puck.
Shadows.
Sven is working on a BKB, which will negate all of Jakiro's damage, will negate a lot of other damage. They're going to try to take out this Magnus right away, and they say, hey, you're the big prize. Sven is up here. Are they going to try to reinitiate? I say there was really nothing committed for that. That's... Oh, there's an Omni Knight. Might be able to get him. There's a Puck there, and there was an Omni Knight there. We've got another fight breaking out. The Puck ult comes out. They're trying to fight in the fire. Jakiro throws it down. Oh, Necro ult does not take out the Viper, so Viper continues to right-click away. Jakiro catches 2 right in the ice path. Nice catch there by Drew. Throws out the Liquid Breath again. Lance is not stopping. He's continuing going. Puck ends up going down. Is Timbersaw going to go down? Looks like he's going to be okay. Yep. He's regenning back up. All is well, and that's a 3-0 by Saints and Sinners.
Radiant's
Nice
bottom
play by
tower
them.
ain't a
Good
pretty
use of,
sight
good
right now.
aggressive use of Moonlight Shadow. And going in and getting the kill to start off. Now, you do have the crowd control with the Puck still, so it's not like if the Magnus is down, there's no way for them to initiate or counter-initiate. However, that really did seem to catch Troll City off guard, and they made a good play by coming in, and then they followed up with that. Threw out the Marana ult over by the tier 2, and then did a good job following it up. So I'm guessing that's going to be a Shiva's. That would be my guess. Sven has a Helm of the Dom. Echo Saber, he's going for a BKB next. This poor Omni Knight would love Arcane Boots, but he says, you know what, it's not happening. Probably a Pipe coming out. Just a casual Windlace there. And they say, you know what, let's get this tier 1. It's been here long enough. And I don't know that this is really worth defending at this point. 28 minutes in, they're farming. They're just going to throw their glyph, stall it down, and they're not going to contest this. That's going to be a tier 1. But here come Troll City. They seem to have slightly different play. Oh, okay. Puck is coming up. They're all going to try to TP out. Is everybody going to make it? Yep. Everybody makes it out. Good movement, good read. Crimson Guard finished by Axe. That will help with the damage from Sven for everybody. However, really could use a Pipe. There's a Eul's, and this might be going into Force Staff, might be going into a Pipe, but either way, it's a long ways away on the Jakiro. Working on a Manta. The Viper seems to be working on the Manta. The Timber, I'm going to say probably an Ag Scepter. How is he coming on his Ag Scepter? Alright, he's got 2 pieces of the Ag Scepter. He's about 100 away. I hate he's about 100 away from the Ag Scepter. Something being delivered to the axe now, just some clarities, nothing really that big. There's a smoke up. Repelling the Sven, and I think he heard something, and he's getting caught. Try with a, we're gonna throw on, oh, the BKB popped kind of early. Ooh, good use of the Yule Scepter to get out. There's no detection. Oh wait, they did have sentries. Did they drop a sentry? Alright. They're gonna throw out the Marana arrow, but just for scouting. They're gonna come back, protect him, and that's it. Manta completed on the Viper. Pick off, nice smoke, 2 for nil on the side of the Dire. Yeah. Now Viper's dealing decent damage, but it's just not going to scale, and there's not really a right clicker. You can try to build Marana into a right clicker, but he's going Ags build first, which gives, I mean, it's a great item, don't get me wrong, it's just, that's all magic damage. Now it is farming item, and so that can help accelerate. Perhaps he can go into a Diffusal, perhaps he can go into a Desolator, something like that for right-click damage, but the common build now has been going into something like an E-Blade, so you can just blow somebody up. I personally think the Diffusal would be good for damage and would be good for removing and dealing with the Omni Knight. The Omni Knight was first pick, and there has been the Axe Call, and I realize is it Viper Strike? Yeah, Viper Strike goes through it, the slow goes through it, the damage does not. I just think that a Diffusal carrier or nobody that, I don't think anybody on Saints and Sinners plays Oracle, because that was what I played. Just something to deal with that. Okay, so now they're going to smoke into Roche. Now, here's the dangerous thing. If Dire catch any, and there's a ping, I'm not sure who the ping was on. They're scooting back and they're saying, somebody smoked, and now they're catching wind of it. Are they going to be able to finish it up fast enough? It's only halfway down. They know it's happening, and they've got great defense for this. They've got RP. It's Roshan on the way out. He's like, Night Shadow makes the greedy play, and Sven says, okay, I'll finish that. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And Sven is going to take this, and there's really nothing that they can do about it. They've got Dream Coil, they've got RP, and now Sven has an Aegis and a BKB. A 9-second BKB still. So that's a tough way to go. I Hate You still is about 150 from that Ags. Really wants to finish it up. His damage and his farming just increase a tremendous amount. Alright, he has it now. If he doesn't want to save for buyback, he does not. He wants to get that item. There's some farming happening here. Oh, he blinks out in time. Good reactions by Night Shadow, but they are pretty sure they know where he's at. And there he goes. He's going to try to get some more armor, but there he goes. There goes an RP in the back lines. Looks like Lance is going to get caught. Ben, Greg, and Drupin are both caught. They're trying to make everybody fight in the Macropyre. And GA? Maybe that's why they didn't go with the right clicker, so they didn't. Maybe that was the approach.
Radiant's mid tower's coming apart. Radiant's Radiant structures must have been
maybe they say, all right, well, if you're gonna build around GA, then we're just gonna
Radiant's mid
not
towers
get
getting
any,
banged up.
really any physical damage. I don't know. That GA actually is kind of peculiar to me.
Radiant's mid tower ain't doing so good.
Mirana does have an Ags, and yeah, Ben Greg is kind of hitting hard, but not that hard. Not that much. Axe was dead. Timbersaw was dead. Axe does physical damage. Timbersaw really doesn't. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure what the GA was for. Maybe it was a misclick. Maybe it was a panic. If you've played Dota very long, you've probably had one of those key mashing moments where you're in the midst of stuff. But that was right at the end of the fight, so I don't know. But anyway, on we go. Ooh, and if they didn't know before, they know that he has a blink. 7,500 in experience. Gold lead is about 5,000. It's honestly not that much. It's still a relatively even game. Sven picks up a satanic. Holy crap. He just skipped damage, and he's going to go for survivability. It's been working for him so far. Oh, there's an initiation. But if they get this, it's just the Aegis. Gonna try to repel him. They're gonna take down the Aegis, yes or no? They do get the Aegis. There's the... Alright, so he's gonna pop his BKB. Do they have any detection? They do not. Oh, there's the detection.
Top tower's getting beat down.
Looks like Omni Knight wasn't close enough. Play a lot of support, so... Oh! And there goes a Timbersaw. With that Veil and the damage, he honestly is surprisingly squishy.
The Dire might want to mine their top tower.
Doesn't last that long. Because they're not, aside from Sven, they're not really doing physical damage. They're doing a lot of magical damage.
Tower's getting beat down. Radiant's mid tower could use a hand.
And the siege begins on the tier 3 of Saints and Sinners. 36 minutes in. Troll City begins pushing high ground. There's a call on the axe. There's a repel. A little bit of miscommunication there. Are they going to be able to get somebody standing in the macropyre? There's another GA, but there goes the Sven. There's the RP coming out. I Hate You gets caught in there, but there's a nice ice path. Ben Greg still plinking away. He's going to be able to get this Magnus. Nicely done. There's a repel on the puck, so not a big deal. But you know what? They held their base. Good job for them. Well played. Saints and Sinners hold. Just a little bit of damage done to the tier 3. But honestly, I would be getting a little bit scared. They don't have a diffusal to remove the repel on the puck or the Sven or anything else. But Sven has his own BKB now, so that's a non-issue. Rush responding 230. Yeah, trying to get a 4-staff. Ruben is doing some farming. A Lincoln's. A Lincoln's. I guess for the Viper Strike? It's not going to do anything to the arrow. It's not going to do anything for Timbersaw. It's not going to do anything for... I mean, it's not like Battle Hunger is doing anything. It has to be for the Viper Strike, but you know what? If they once they figure it out, if he just poison attacks him once, then that's it. I'm just very surprised by the Lincolns. I guess he's just going for some sort of survivability. I would have thought there were better options, but I'm not a puck player, so I'm just kind of surprised to see a Lincoln's come out. Maybe just had more money than he knew what to deal with to do it. Sven comfortably atop the last hits. This Necro's finding to be a big problem. He started off with those 3 kills and really hasn't stopped. Hero levels coming across pretty evenly all around. XP per minute, current gold, net worth. Your mid lane Viper is 3,000 behind your safe lane Sven, and I don't even know who to call safe laner. I think Timbersaw, but he's even behind his axe. So there's a nice catch on Chris. If they can get this puck down, are they going to be able to get him? There's the RP following up. Crimson Guard comes out. Magnus skewers them all back. Here's the GA coming out. There's a lot going on. BKBs, repels, there's a dust, and Jakiro is going to go down. I hate you. Is he going to be able to make it out? There's a blink from... And nope, he is dead. 4 for nothing. 4 for nothing. Viper had gone away. And this is looking worse and worse for Saints and Sinners. You have to imagine this is at least tier 3, probably a Rax. Because it's probably not going to take them that long. Of course, they could pop the glyph and get a few more seconds, considering everybody's going to be back up. Timbersaw, how many? He's only got 3 charges on this Bloodstone. It's just not turned out well for him. He's working on the eggs. They end up holding high ground because they popped the glyph. So, with the exception of the net worth change, it's not that big of a deal.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Got some damage being taken out of tier 2. That's still got half health. They're okay there. The Shivas is completed. It probably was done a while ago. It seemed to work best when they took out the Magnus first, but they are chasing. Oh, they missed the blink call. That was really aggressive where they don't have vision. There's an RP. They're skewering in. They get the Viper. He is down for 105 seconds. Lance is trying to run away on his Timbersaw, and he's going to be taken out. And there was no vision there, and I just really wonder why the initiation in that particular circumstance. There was no vision, and they just went chasing after it. And then there was a blink call up the hill. That's really rough. I have a feeling that there's some tilting going on here, where they're just trying to make something happen. They can feel they're behind. They can feel the Sven getting stronger and stronger, and there's not much they can do, so they're trying to do something. But I don't know that there's really a response. At this point, it might just be, alright, we're gonna have to go 1 Rax down, because they don't have a response for the Magnus. They don't really have a good solution to the puck. Alright, there's a blink call. There's a skewer, though. Fighting in the Macropyre, they're getting a lot of magical damage. Jakiro's probably going to go down on the backside. And there goes... Oh! Necro ends up making it out. Or Necro ends up dying, but I Hate You ends up making it out. That's what I have to say. Okay, so you got a 2 for 1. They did lose Rax. Honestly, that could have been worse.
Bounty which my matriarch will prize.
However, now Troll City is going to segue, and they're going to get themselves a Roshan. No, they're not. I figured they did, but I did not see the... I'm not good at this. Sven has 7,000 net worth up. Yeah, this is a rough game for them. He's got a Crystallis, probably working on a Daedalus. Really should just use that as information, not try to... Now, if they smoked, because the Magnus just showed top, if they smoked, they could potentially do something to go after somebody like that Sven in that area. But really, they need to make an activity when it's obvious that Troll City is split up. There seems to be some miscommunication. Looks like this Axe is working on a heart. Just make himself tankier. Instead, it's going to be Troll City that buy the smoke and combine, and somebody's pinging out that tier 2. I think it's going to be Troll City that they're going to smoke up. 5-man smoke there. Ogre Club on the ground. Oh, okay, they're going to have... Everybody's missing off the map. Everybody seems to be getting back. Except for Night Shadow, he is continuing to farm. The greedy play. They're not going after him, actually. We've got an RP, we've got a couple of chakrams going up, but we immediately have 2 people going down. We've got Mirana going down, we've got Viper going down. Oh, Timber Chain gets out before the silence comes out, so it's 3v5. The Mirana picked off, the Viper picked off. Yeah. And it doesn't look like they're going to go for second lane of racks. They're going to go for tier 4s. They can try, but RP is still up. Jakiro's up, but he's not had really a lot of space to do anything. You don't want to be on the back foot when you're playing a Jakiro. Yes, you can provide good high ground defense. And he has done pretty well when, say, there's been a blink call from Axe. Then he lays down a Macropyre on top of that. However, there's not been a Veil purchase. There's not going to be one anytime soon. It's just, yeah, it's very difficult. Alright, so now he's finally going for a Diffusal on this Mirana. Is pretty close, actually. Man. You just wonder if there'd been a different solution. It's a rough way to go. Past the 15,000 gold, past 20,000 XP. Roche is actually taking longer than I expected. Of course, he didn't pop God's Strength, so there's that. Leave that regen rune. Saints and Sinners have to know that this is happening, but there's been no D-ward attempts.
Tougher still.
Of course, poor Jakiro can't afford
Infection.
much. He does have a sentry, but I may not assume that there's anything right there. It's almost 2 o'clock our time. I'm tired. Okay, so BKB being worked on by the Viper.
Radiant's top tower's taking hits.
Don't know. Maybe a Lotus Orb? Some hype on the side of
Tower's in bad shape.
Troll City. There is... This Omni Knight did get boots. Now he's got an Ogre Club. So, oh, he's working on an X. He doesn't go for any of those mid-game items. He just goes big. He's like, alright, I got my Soul Ring, I got my Arcanes, I'm going for an Ags. Hey, more power to you, big guy. What's KDA on that? 1 and 8. Yeah, he had a really rough start, but and I still don't. Some of the GAs I've wondered about, but yeah, I'm not playing. It's easy to evaluate from the comfort of my seat when I'm not the one in game. Somebody watches my games, they're gonna see some really bad play. Sorry, didn't mean to yawn right into it.
Radiant's bottom tower in a pretty sight right now.
Empowered Sven. And they're gonna try to fight high ground. Heart picked up for Axe. BKB picked up for Viper. This has to be their last hurrah. If they can hold high ground here, get a favorable trade, maybe they're still in this, but you know, It is looking kind of rough, admittedly. Frankly, it's kind of a now or never situation. Everybody's kind of dancing around, throwing out an arrow. They get the Omni Knight, but okay, they do go in, but Puck initiates on the back line. There's immediate RP. Moonlight Shadow comes up as they're trying to go out. I'm not sure if there's been a second RP thrown out. There's a refresher orb. 4 are down on the side of Saints and Sinners. All that's left is the Jakiro. You have to imagine this is GG.
Radiant's bottom tower's done for.
Yeah, there it is. Oh, but
Radiant's bottom rags ain't no longer with us.
that's...
Radiant's bottom rags.
They should cancel it. Okay, now they're going to call it. Gonna say, yep. Alright, well played by Troll City. They knew in mind what they wanted to do. Still a very early Omni Knight pick. I think that could have been punished. However, well played by them. They did what they needed to do, and they got the win. So, this has been Elihu casting Troll City versus Saints and Sinners for the We Like Dota League Season 3. Hope you enjoyed it, and have a great one.